All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, Coach Daily. Yes, hope you guys are having a good time. I just decided that I'm gonna come and do this one so I can run off to get my dinner because we just saw an update of the list. I have not gotten any information from the coach's side, so I can't talk on that as yet. I only can just give you the list and we can talk about it. All right, yeah, man. So hopefully you guys come in fast so I can just go through it. Then in the other stream now, in the future, I will try and break down what the coach said and then work out the best 11 from both teams and how it will look. All right, I'm not seeing the comments section as yet. All right, so we just saw the comment section. We have Fabian Full, Brando, and we have Chevis with Dark Beskar. So let me just go through the numbers of players right here. So in goal, you have Andre Blake, Shaquan Davis, Jamali Waite. All right, so let me know your thoughts on that in the goalkeeping department. What say you guys? You're okay with it? Let me know. For me, I think I think that is nice. I am okay with that one. All right, I'm okay with that one, people. I have no problem with the goalkeeping part because, as what I've said, Boyce Clark, he was not getting much game time. He had an injury and all of those stuff. So I'm okay with that. On the defensive side, you have Richard King, Damian Lowe, Deshaun Bernard, Michael Hector, Dexter Lembekisa, Tavan Gray, Greg Lee. All right. So you don't see any Mariappa in that. I am okay with that as well. All right. But we never saw any Wizarding in it. We don't know what happened. I think we're going to get that follow-up on that side because Wizard is performing well. But what you guys make of the defensive side, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, so Kevin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Brando said, not familiar with Shaquan. What team? I think Shaquan was the one that was added the other day, and they gave him some game time to see how he looks and stuff. Yes, so that's how it goes. Yeah, no tilt was added to it. All right, so the defensive line, I think the defensive line is one of the best we could have picked, aside from Deshaun Bernard added to it. All right, we expected Deshaun Bernard. So we saw Michael Hector in this one. Michael Hector is not playing so much games. All right, so definitely I would say on that side we have to start asking how it's going to set up then. How it's going to set up, like how much. What I would say then, how much fitness Michael Hector is on at this point. All right, then we're going to come to the midfield side. All right, yes, because this one is not going to be a long video, people. Yes. Mount Pleasant was expecting King. Yes, I was expecting King as well because I thought that I saw him over the few games. So I'm expecting to see him in it if we can't get certain individuals. King was played in the World Cup. The World Cup qualifiers the last time around, and he put in a good performance, so people can show him some respect. So I thought that they would have looked at that, and maybe that's where you would have gotten a nod from. All right, we are going to go through it. Not impressed with Tavan Gray, and surprisingly, Nitro, Tavan Gray was pretty much injured for a while, so that is why I am surprised that they picked him, because he just got ready for the last game for his team. So the fact that they picked him, that is the surprised one right there. So I'm hoping that and this can be served as a support squad, because you never may know. Some of these players still have one game left, so maybe injuries can still change up for these guys. All right, yes, but this is what Simon released in the group, so I don't have Simon as any play type of a person. Yeah, sometimes yes. Yes, so yeah. So anyways, the defense line, maybe beside one, I would say it is perfectly all right for me. All right, yes. So let me know, people, what you say on the defensive side. Oh, Dixon make the national team. Jesus God. All right, so let me share this so people can come in, because I really want to, even though my dinner is not finished as yet, but yeah. All right, so that is the defense line, people. Let me just go through the rest. And if you're seeing 14,000 subscribers, this is my other channel because I was preparing to do my Nigeria stream, but Nigeria looks like the game was cancelled. So in defensive, in the midfield department, now you have Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson haven't played from February. I think they're on the 25th or the 26th in the U21s for Stoke. Yes, so I'm surprised that he's actually on this list because he was not getting much game time. Don't know if he fell out of line with the coach or something. Yes, but I heard that he had some injuries and such. All right, yes. So Latibodier became the captain of his team, and they are pretty much doing well. They are fighting for promotion like what they did the last time up and running. So he's a vital part of them. He played midfield and also centre back, but the fact that he's in midfield tells you that they are going to be playing him as a midfielder. Are you guys okay with that? Because I know you guys had some problems when it comes on to playing my boy as a midfielder. Guys, we're going to do a separate chopping up, so don't worry yourself. We will give it to you. I'm coming with the super chats. I'm going to read out the super chats. Guys, remember to smash the like button as you come in, share and subscribe. Let it goes to 100 or 200 likes very fast so we can move on. All right, yes, only God alone help us. All right, Jason, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. If you want, you can come in the Discord if you want, Jason. All right, guys, if you want me to open the Discord, I can, but only for a short period, and it's only going to be about what's on this. I don't know what the coach says. All right, we have to deal with that in a different stream. So we can't know what happened to Bailey, what happened to Hutchinson. So we don't want to hear anything until the coach talk on that. So this was just strictly to announce the squad itself, what was given to us. We are gonna hear the reasons after that. All right, and it's just because my timing, people. All right. Latibodier, Bobby Reed, Karai Anderson. Karai Anderson is having a good second spell in the team. All right. Ronaldo Cephas. So Cephas is on it again. All right. Cephas is on it again. Jero said, Amari Hutchinson is still waiting for England. Nobody can convince me otherwise. But you don't even hear Jairus what them actually say. You get me? Yes, so I don't know. So Jairus, I disagree with you because just like how I'm waiting on Bailey one, I have to wait on that as well. So why you just can't wait? You don't know what happened to Bailey either, Jairus. So sometimes let we just wait, big boss. Then after I know you're heated about the situation, but you don't know if the coach say never pick him. You don't know if the coach never pick him, Jairus. Hold on, Girlz, Lord God. Alright, so anyways, that's the midfield. Cephas is back in company, which I think I love that. Cephas is back in company. I love to see that, alright? Cephas is back in company. Not impressed with the selection. It was expected. This, oh God. You know, let me open the Discord. People only speak on this. We don't know what the coach says. We don't know who drop off and break their legs. We don't know what happened. All right, so let me just talk on what we do know, which is the list that we do have here. Okay, yes. Oh my God. Anyways, that's the midfield. The midfielders. Oh God, Pastor is already here. Jesus God. All right, people, 1 second. I'm trying to get the information up on the screen right here so I can give it to you. Alright, so I'm in the post-match. Yes, I don't know why people just, you don't know what happened. You don't know if a man foot broke. He got an injury or nothing. You don't know nothing here, but people just already want to start cuss. So I've opened the Discord. Let me add a different channel here. So at least I can get it here. Alright, a new one. Alright, so Discord, where is the Discord? Alright, so that's the Discord. So I will put the Discord right there. Alright, so whenever you join the Discord, people, I will see I have the post match right there. Big up Sean. Thanks for being here. People, let me just go through this. So Forwards now, the forwards is Corey Burke. Corey Burke started the season good. So clearly, and we were short on strikers. Bailey Kadamatiri, I am so happy to see this youth in the team. Kadamatiri in the national team. Very, very good young player, and he's doing well for himself. Highly rated at Sheffield. Yes, so he's here, and this might be one that helps us for the big future. Kadamatiri in it, so big up. Damari Gray in it, he's going to be suspended. Shamar Nichols in it, he's going to be suspended. But we have Mikel Antonio, Jamal Lowe, and Kaim Dixon. All right, Kaim Dixon added to the next players. So people, let me drop the link so people can come in and say what they want. This is the discard. Only an hour, I think. Yes, an hour. If I do 2 hours here, you guys have to wait until tomorrow for me to give you any other video. All right. Yes. So Jason, go ahead. Jason, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Are the people hearing me?
All right. The people I'm hearing, Jason, let me know. All right, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
Yes, it looked like they might hear me. So, yeah. So saw the squad. Initial thoughts. Would have loved to have seen Omari Hutchinson and the farm he's in. But I guess we're just talking on the squad, so I won't bring up people not there.
Yes.
Bailey Kadamarteri, really happy to see him get over the line and be a part of the program. A player that I think the profile that he possesses is something that can really work in this coach's system. I think we have seen in times before, once we don't really have certain players on the field, the forward line don't look as good. And I think this player can duplicate some of the things that we see some of the starting players doing as well. So that's very, very good there. I think Corey Burke, as much as I beat him, I used to always beat him because I thought Tapper used to play him wide out of position a lot. I think this coach knows better and will play him up front to push back the defense, which I think is actually his skill set that is very good. So I do like the makeup of the forwards in terms of the style that we like to play. I think we have the players that can execute the style. Happy to see Cephas back in the team. I think, with the wing play that the coach likes to employ, maybe he can unlock something on one of the flanks. So happy to see him in the squad. And of course, a bit surprised at the inclusion of King on the back line. I thought there might have been some other players that could have maybe suited what we want to do a little more. I did see in the Trinidad games where he was playing King in midfield. Is it that he wants to use him there? I don't know, but we shall see. Latibo there, back again, player that I rate highly. Love the fact that he's become the captain of his team. So, you can know that he's a leader on the pitch. But I still contend that in Jamaica's system, his best position that will unlock his best would be somewhere on the back line. But again, listed as a midfielder, so clearly that is where we want to use him for Jamaica. But other than that, initially, obviously this program is not about who's not on there, so I will not talk on that.
You keep on saying it like you desperately want to talk about it, so don't let me have to war. All right?
No,
yes.
I will not. I refuse because I will not speculate and I will not feed into the narratives that people going to want to push before even knowing anything about anything. So I will wait.
The normal fans them can come in and talk whatever they want to talk. Yes, I will permit that. But the panelists is like Jason cannot talk like that, or else his credibility is going to go down the drain. Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Fair. But initial reactions, look, from what I see, happy with some people. Obviously, when I made a prediction video about who I thought the coach would pick, I had Kaim Dixon in there. So I'm not really so surprised to see him. And, he's a young man that seems to, always come up with something whenever we're looking for it. He gets the first chance with the national team, he scores in the finals at the schoolboy, scores in his first game in the Premier League. So, who knows, you never know. So he's on there, and obviously if he's on there, he might get a chance. So if he gets a chance, hopefully he continues when he does something for the first time, scoring a goal, because we need the goals.
All right, so we are past the year as well. So people, yes, the press conference. I've gotten the information from Jason Guna. Yes, it said it's not going to be heard live. It's going to be pre-recorded, you know. So it left from only local to pre-recorded. All right. So yeah, we have to wait until we see it releases, and then we will get the additional information as to why we have these set of players on the listing, which I fully respect everyone that turns up, because tell you what, we wouldn't have a team if none of them didn't turn up. Massive respect, Bridget, for the prediction. Oh no, yeah, why you got?
Wait, match move up today.
Match ain't playing now. Match ain't playing now, Bridget. It's very hard for you to do something like that. Match ain't playing now. Let me move on to Pastor. Pastor. Go ahead. Give your take.
Yes.
Give a take. Yeah.
Good afternoon to everybody in the chat and the host and co-host, and who will rewatch the video. I will only speak to the 23 that is posted. When I was born, I learned that I came equipped with certain abilities. However, I had to learn how to manipulate situations and manage those God-given abilities. So at the early stage of my existence, I used to piss up myself and piss the bed. And I used to filth in my clothes. But I grew and I learned that those practices are better done otherwise. So I learned how to urinate without messing up myself and defecate without messing up myself. And I also learned that the best place to urinate
Pastor.
May
have 1 hour before me get my food, Pastor. We have a whole heap of youth there, so Pastor, that wants to play and represent Jamaica. Can you just start positive, Pastor? Pastor, me ain't gonna fight, you know. I am going to fight with you today because I'm me, Pastor, me a bridging. Pastor, I'm me a bridging. Why you couldn't save the fight till next 2 days? Just relax now, man. Just run through the midfield, run through the defense. Tell me what going, where you think could happen a little bit better.
Right now, if you had not interrupted me when I finished my statement,
no, because I'm stressed out. I am stressed out before you even. But me tired, Pastor. Pastor, me tired of that part there. Just get to the midfield and defense and the striker them and everybody.
No. I was dealing with the forward line and the defense, and you interrupted me.
Oh God, Pastor, I just tell you, I'm waiting back for the floor. I'm waiting back. We are bridging the Pastor.
Which one of the player them name urinal?
Yeah, just stop it. Stop act like we don't have work.
Let me tell you this, because Jenny, I am not going to be saying things the way many persons will say about the players they think should not be in the 23.
But Pastor, we never ask it, Pastor. We never ask you that. We just ask you, Pastor. You see a 23. No, but Pastor, me a bridging. You know me a good bridging. Oh, okay. But Pastor, which of them word the way you just use? Remember, kids watch something, man. Not everybody watch it. Some people just want information, you know. You know, me got after 30 minutes, me I open the platform every single time because it looks like me have to start about everything, go through every facts, details, and then have a reasoning after, and then call you. Because once I start, you are for prime time, PG-50. You understand me? Graphically.
Everything that I just said a while ago was PG-7.
Oh God. All right, Pastor. Just do. Pastor, so yeah, say. Don't say. People. Pastor say everything what he's saying is in line with what I think is okay. So people, let me know. We have 200 people here. Decide if what he's saying is PG whatever. You understand me? Yes, let me know. Go ahead, Pastor. I'm tired of it, man.
Jenny, if I say If I say that I have a
Bring some
problem
juice
with
on,
Mikel
please.
Antonio's selection, and anybody support me having an issue with Mikel Antonio's selection, and I believe that over time these programs get viewed by
Thanks.
the players, things can happen psychologically for the player. I am not going to put myself out there to label any player that has been called in the 23 by their name in speaking to anything pertaining to the team. This is the Jamaica squad that has been selected to play the semi-final and third place or first place playoff. And this is it. So I chose to do it the way I was doing it to ensure that no player could be psychologically negatively impacted by any statement that I made. No player. However, it would be remiss of me not to point out the continued messing up of themselves by the administrators who are involved in selecting the team. So, since you still start with the goalkeepers, I will start there. I would say there is not too big a problem, if there's a problem. With the defenders, this is a 23-man squad, so you had to carry some people for cover. I pray God that's why they were brought. The midfielders may very well be the best available midfielders because we have not heard from the coach as to who was called and what is the situation. So may very well be. The defenders that are selected can fight but may not be the best available defenders for selection. The forward line for me is kind of the closest to what was expected because of the situation that obtains with other players and the continued messing up of the administrators. So let me leave it to that.
Okay, so can I come back in or something? Sir Pastor, you finished? Pastor, are you finished?
I am never finished. I muted the mic
Okay,
to
okay.
allow others to speak.
Okay, because I
Didn't
was...
I say let me leave it at that?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Respect, and thanks for that. All right, yes. You have done nothing what I've asked just a while ago. Alfred Hines said, this is a pass. Okay, all right. Let me not read that. People, don't be disrespectful to anyone. Mr. E said, later, JD, going over another YouTuber. Okay, well, no problem. I hope another YouTuber is here for you. You know, yes, I'm not sure. You know, yes. And no, Amari, again, I'm not liking this, but just wait until later. That's what I would say. Wait until later, then we will decide that. All right? Yes. But for me, I am not jumping to say anything, just like I'm not jumping to say anything on the Leon Bailey situation. All right? Yes, I'm going to wait on that. But what I saw, can we pick a best 11, Jason? You guys are okay with that? Like how we see the theme?
Yes, I think that's a good way to keep the conversation on the players.
Yes. So FM data. Guys, we're gonna try and look at a best 11. Now we know the Jamaica team now, so we can pick a best 11 and see how it's going to look, people. All right, and then we can make a vote. So just give it a chance. Give it a chance. Yes. So in goal, who would you go for, Jason? It picks itself.
Yeah, Andre Blake, Jamali Waite has played 2 games now, actually played well in both, but I think Andre Blake keeps his position based on his performances previously and just him being a linchpin leader in the team. So Andre Blake in the goal.
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. All right, so at the back line now, who you expect at back line?
Should I ask if it's just alone picking this
Oh, oh,
picking in
oh,
this team,
I'm
or
very,
should I pick one
Pastor.
at the same time?
I'm very sorry, Pastor. Yes, you should go ahead. You should go ahead.
I'm not giving trouble today, JD. I just wanted to know what method you're using. Yes, I would agree with Andre Blake as being the person in goal. Yeah.
Pastor, I'm very sorry. It was my fault. You can beat me for anything you want. It's okay.
No, don't practice to beat people like that.
Okay, I'm all right. Sorry, Pastor. I'm not saying anything more to you. I will try not to talk. All right. Yes. So anyways, Andre Blake, we can clearly say that will be in this position right there. Then we have to go at the right back. The right back picks itself. Then we give you the right backs them. So we have Dexter Lembekisa, Tavan Gray. Javian Brown is not included in this one, people. All right, so Javian Brown not included. You think that that's a problem, Jason? That we only have limited right and left backs overall, or that's an indication so we're going to use three actual centre backs?
It's a tough question because if the goal was to go 3 centre backs, I think maybe that might be Javian Brown best role as a centre back in 3.
Yes, so, but that's why I said it, don't. That's why I said it.
Yeah, so him not being there makes me think they're not gonna go to a 3. And
no, but Tavan Gray can play in a 3 as well, too. You know, he can play in a 3 as well.
But I think maybe they think that Tavan Gray is a little better as a wing back in the 4 than Javian.
Okay.
If that is their sentiment, I would beg to agree.
Okay. So we're gonna stick with a back 2 then, right?
I don't think he's gonna change the system, JD. Honestly, I don't think he is. I think if he was planning on it, maybe he would have done it in the games against Trinidad just to see how it looks. But with him not doing it before, I would be shocked if he was to change it for this game.
So we're going with Damian Lowe in midfield, in defense then.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be between Damian Lowe and Bernard, or Damian Lowe and Hector. I think if Hector was all the way match fit, maybe he would go with the Hector for the experience. But with Deshaun being more active playing, I think Bernard makes more sense just because I think he'll be more equipped to deal with the pace of the game.
Okay. All right.
So you sound like you have a different take on it. What do you think?
No. I don't think Damian Lowe is just this instant starter. I am very sorry. I think Damian Lowe, Deshaun Bernard can go with again as well, because for me, Deshaun Bernard played better than Damian Lowe this year. I know people said that both of them are the similar player. So if I have to choose one, I don't think any one of them is just a superior over the other. I think if you want to pick Damian Lowe, you can. If you want to pick Deshaun Bernard, you can. But what Hector brings is a little bit more calmer than both of them. So that's why people saying that you can't use both of them. So it's either Damian Lowe or Deshaun Bernard. And to be honest, Lowe going to start, but we are picking something. We are picking something here, Drew Fortis. So don't fight me. All right. And for me, if it's me, I am starting both of them. If I have to start Damian Lowe, I am putting on Deshaun Bernard, because for me, I am starting Deshaun Bernard over Damian Lowe. You know,
right?
Because I thought that he's having a better season.
So if it was you, you would be considering starting Hector and Bernard.
Yes, Hector and Bernard. If I have to, no. My thing is to start Damian Lowe and Bernard, but because you know fight me, say I have to start one of them, not two of them. Then I said I would choose Bernard over Damian Lowe, but I wanted to start both of them. I never had any problem. I don't have any problem with Damian Lowe, but I don't think Damian Lowe have been better than Bernard this season at all.
All right, JD, on that matter, I would have preferred to start Deshaun Bernard and Hector. I don't believe the coach is going to not start Damian Lowe. So I would settle for pairing Damian Lowe and Deshaun Bernard to start. The thing is, what I heard you say is that we are selecting the team, our team, not necessarily what we think Grim will do. So if we're selecting our team and not what we think Grim will do, Damian Lowe doesn't start for me.
Okay. All right. So far, I'm gonna just put the two of them right now, because we are having a conversation. All right. Because I know people will try to spin it and say that I never wanted. I wanted both of them. Cranky said that both of them can't play, and I actually disagree. I think both of them actually can play. To be honest, and Hector not coming in and farm, made me make my mind up. So I want to hear what you guys say. Are you going to go with only one? Let me know. Are you going with both of them? Because Hector have not played any football. Hector played 35 minutes in like 1 month and in a Jason.
Yes, and I'm saying if Hector never has the injury at Charlton and is playing ever since season, then I can argue that Hector and Bernard should start. But because Hector is not in the match fitness that I would want, I'm gonna start Lowe and Bernard.
Yeah, man.
And I wouldn't have a challenge.
All right, so that's what I'm going with. I know Cranky and them, man, they might have burned me out with that, but yeah, I prefer take the two guys them that are higher level players. And no, I don't think Damian Lowe is a higher level player than Hector, but yeah, they are similar level players. Let me put it right there, similar level players, and both two working every week and one not working for 1 month and another. Let that sink in. Low until he's 140. Well, I am just telling you. Alright, like both good recovery, but a red card look active still. So Chevron Givan said it's going to be an instant red card. Alright then. I want to, these guys don't like the team, you know. So at left back now, Greg Lee takes his spot at left back?
Yes, for me.
Alright. Jason?
Yeah.
I'm not Jason that. Somebody, a 50 man coming on the stream one time. Simon Jordan in the stream. Who is that? That sound like the one named 50-50, you know. He's trying to take a name and a persona like a troll around the area. Alright, so we have a lot more people in the chat. A lot more people in the chat.
I say Mike in the chat. I say Martin in the chat.
Yeah, but this was not designed for that, you know. So I'm gonna give everybody your time to speak, you know. So Mikey, go ahead, and then Simon Jordan come in, so I can get because I have a limited time. I have my food, my big bad turkey neck, not turkey neck, and rice and peas here. You know, yes.
Well, I will go with Hector instead of Lowe, but the coach going to pick Lowe like Preacher says. So that's what's going to happen.
And
so
you look at the squad.
The back three looks. How the squad look?
Mm-hmm.
The squad look. It's okay. It's not great. It's okay. And you know, and I just jump on. I know I must talk about this already. But with the Bailey situation, if Bailey break the curfew, him forget suspended.
We never really talk about it as yet. Then you are trying to bring it in.
But what I'm saying, any player, no matter who, could have messed if you break your curfew, you forget suspended.
Okay, but Mikey, Mikey, you keep on saying a care, but you don't even know if that's the case. That's why we say we not talk about it.
That's what I said. If he broke a curfew.
Yeah, but Mikey, we have 50 minutes. We are waiting now. We get it to the Mikey, and I'm worried, you know.
Okay. No, yes. I don't want to break curfew.
Mikey does stop beat the man. Oh my God! All right, we hear that.
Me a man take Bill on every team I have. Bill is in my team, but a team.
Jesus God, help me, Lord. All right. All right. So what about the rest of the squad? You have new person, Bailey Kadamatieri on it, Dixon on it.
Callum, I never see him play, so I can't comment on him. So I'll go with the players that I know. That is, but you see, you're doing the back line now.
Okay, so you want we just work with the flow?
Yeah. So
right.
On the right side, we're gonna have
respect, Mike.
We're gonna have the young youth, Lemberkisi. Yeah.
All right, let me keep say going with. So, Simon Jordan, thanks for joining our show. How are you doing? And can you next time when you come on my program, if you name one more fake name, and the last time you come on my program.
different football player, and them claim some like Simon Jordan, so I just change my name. But I'm happy with the 23-man squad, and for the backline, I think I agree with Jason. I'll go with Damian Lowe and Deshaun Bernard. Gregory as left back, and what's his guy name?
Dexter.
So and I think one of the main reasons I would go with Damian Lowe as the centre back is because of continuity and consistency in terms of him playing for the national team and just knowing the ins and outs of the team compared to Michael Hector at this moment in time. Not saying he hasn't played in the team before, no, but obviously Damian Lowe has played in the team more, and I would just continue with that continuity in the back line.
Okay, fair enough. So, and you said you're all right with the squad. All right, nice. All right. So then we can. So 50, you're gonna there our own before we get involved. You're all right, right?
Yeah, I'm staying around.
All right. So
Really,
let me bring
really
it. Yeah, man. We not bring it in. What saying you want to say, sir?
Yeah, man. The squad good enough, but what you know? One person. People always say the coach that got picked because of continuity and chemistry. Harding over King. That I only person because I believe say if anybody get injured, they could have fill in more than King would have fill in and put on a better performance. But people that say True King they're on the squad already. So that I only think. But so far the far line, you know, I best we could have called maybe Paris, but it look like them have a development spot. So Dix will get it. No problem with that. Dix will score. I'm like how him play. So far, in merit, me see something. So me not have no problem with that, JD. And for the back line,
you say Dixon merit it?
Boy, him play for teeth, him play a teeth, him a play at least him a play football, JD. Me see other player going there without even playing. That's what I mean. So
okay. He gave you something. He gave you something so you can look at it and say, okay, this is why the coach should have put him in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Me get you. All right. Which is valid. At least he gave you something at a level. Yeah. Ricardo about just said, JD, looking at the players we have in our midfield, I can't see Jamaica getting less than 3-0. Alright. Jesus. Oh my God. Anyways, let me move to the midfield now because that's what they're saying. Guys, we have 200 people in the chat. Come on, hit the like button, man, because one thing over here, you get educational football in lessons. Alright? Yes, man. We're not picking sides and a football we talk. If you want football for reign supreme, just get the 200 likes because we still are bringing you the facts and you learn about the players, them, their strengths, weaknesses. You don't get that nowhere in this space forever. Only here. And maybe Jason try come follow my style, you know? So he might turn up and do them something. Yeah. I think so. No need for the subscribe to him too, you know. Yes, I think he might do them something too. Yeah. So Jason, are you doing their stuff as well?
The people we tell you, man. Them probably are telling in the chat right now.
No, them not. Nobody don't tell me nothing. You're so egotistic. You think that them are tell me already? They didn't tell me anything. I'm asking you. So if you can't tell me what you do, all the people are gonna tell me. Man, tell you. All right, you know what? Let me leave him alone. Anyways, they're going midfield. Oh, midfield, look, Jason.
Well, you know, on paper, a little bit thin. I think when you look at the balance of the midfield, the way how we play. We really play like two central midfielders that I wouldn't even call neither one of them a central defensive midfielder. I think they're more of box-to-box midfielders the way we play. And I sometimes worry about Latibadir's role in that system because I think if you gave him a shorter amount of ground to cover, maybe we would see better from him in midfield because when he plays the role for Coventry, typically they have 3, sometimes even 4 in the midfield and his workload isn't as much off the ball, and I think it makes him better when he gets on the ball because he has more options. So in this system, I think he's asking him a bit much to play the role and be effective. I think he can do a job defensively, but I think we're always going to be lacking with him in the midfield in this system to keep the ball and progress the ball. So look, I think Latibadir is going to start in the coach's team, but for this exercise, if I'm picking the team to get the best balance for what I see here, I would have to say it's going to have to be Kira Anderson and Casey Palmer.
Okay, all right.
and I would rather actually be Daniel and K-Roy, but because of Daniel's situation with the club and not really playing, I think it might be a bit much to ask him to do that from the start. So maybe we change it around at halftime or in the second half. But to start the game, I would go with the fitter players. So I would go with K-Roy Anderson and Casey Palmer.
All right, so I'm going to look for the blackest Anderson people because the next Anderson needs less bleaching cream. So he's not in the system here, so that's why. So
catch up.
yeah. So anyone else opposed to what Jason stated in midfield? Because normally we're setting up a 4-4-2.
Oh, it's a 4-4-2?
Yes, pretty much. This is what the coach used, a 4-4-1-1 system, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree with this. I think that's the best balance. And after seeing Latiba there, I'm not impressed with him in terms of his defensive abilities, in terms of reading the game and making crucial interceptions. And not only that, but his ball playing ability in terms of progressing the ball as well. So I would prefer Casey Palmer and what's the next guy name?
Kara Anderson.
Yes. I think that
from my midfield, I'm going with Latiba and K-Roy Anderson.
Latiba and Kara Anderson you're going with in this instance. All right. So let me bring in Mikey balling, and then we have my brother coming in.
Casey Palmer Anderson.
Casey Palmer and Anderson you're going with. Big Boss, Baker, how you look at it?
Boy, may I tell you, got truth, a KC Palmer and Latino. Me believe I go start, like in a 80 match, So me I say KC Palmer and Lati, and based on them play at the same club, maybe I look more chemistry than Anderson and KC Palmer in a based on a high tempo and or the midfield, US midfield steer. So me believe KC and Lati for me still.
All right. Me think. Me don't know if you think about this. What about KC Palmer moving to a attacking midfielder role, and you have Anderson and Latiba here behind them? Because I think this is something what he's actually considering.
That's what I did, JD, and that's why I said it the way I said it.
Yeah, Casey left and Bobby right, and then you can have both of them tucking to even make a 4 in midfield.
No, me never think that, Jason. Me think that is one central he's gonna use, and we are gonna have an attacking mid. We are gonna have 3 in midfield. That's what I thought he's going to do, because he realized that KC Palmer can do defensive shifts, but he's a natural attacking midfielder, so he's a 4-5-1. 4-5-1 he's going to play.
Yes, so Lati, Anderson and Casey in front of them.
Yes.
Ready. I wish there was a way I could show you how I have it drawn out, because it is 4-5-1. I already write down the names of the players in my 4-5-1.
Alright, so let me try see if I can find the best way to work out this to show people what we're talking about. Alright, no, this is because I want the 2 at the back. Alright, so yes, so let me use it here. So Kara Anderson and Joel Latiba here.
And KC Palmer slotting in.
Yeah, so these 2 guys that would have been lower down here, guys. I'm just, because we don't have it here in the system, I don't know why they don't have a 4-5-1 that is criminal. Yeah, so that's how the middle of the 3 would have looked. Both of them there, because you have to.
That what's on the screen isn't a 4-5-1. That's what it looked like to me.
Because through these 2 are kind of too high. Yes. So they are more attacking midfielders rather than left and right midfielders. But yeah, we can use this as a 4-5-1. Yes, bless up, guys. Anyone come in, massive respect. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. We're just trying to pick the best 11. We're gonna go back to the full squad, read it out for you, and then we'll go. Yeah. So everyone agree with everyone. All right, with how the squad look now, or they would make their changes aside from who spoke before.
Man. May I agree with that one day. At least we have at least 3 best midfield option. One of the 3 best midfield option I start the game with Anderson, Lati, and Palmer. So me have no objection to where just the JD.
And when it has looked decent for Latibo there in midfield, when I watch them play for Coventry, they play a similar type of system where they have the double pivot and the player that's above them. So, and it looks better for him there. So yes, it's different players and the system might not be exactly the same, but I think when you eliminate the amount of ground that him one have to cover in any section of the field, you're gonna see a better player.
All right. Travis, when we finish, we have to finish here upon the platform. Then we try to go through the comments. Guys, we have 200 people in those. Please do get the likes up, man, and get the visibility up, man, and stop with the foolishness, man. All right? Yeah, man. I'm here already spending more than when I said I wanted to spend, and you guys not even can do a like button. Come on, man. Stop with the foolishness. Get with the 200 likes. It's match day, and we have to have the match day. Squad day, you know. Yes. So anyways, let me go to right and left now, because we have the forwards them now. So the forwards, we would have worked at the forwards them. Remember, Shamar Nichols, Mikel and Shamar Nichols, Damar Gray is out, so they are not on the list. So we only have Corey Burke, Bobby Reed to add to that, Cephas to add to that, Jamal Lowe, Kaim Dixon. Yeah, those are the guys that we have. How are we going to pick our three to do our thing?
All right.
I'm going with Ricardo over on the right side.
Bobby Reed. So Bobby Reed gets in for everybody, because I think he gets in a normal team. So Bobby Reed on the right hand side for everyone, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, can't disagree with that.
All right. So the left hand side and the striker. How are we going to look at it now?
Jamal Lowe.
Jamal Lowe.
I think this is where I will differ from everybody else, because for me, I have Mikel Antonio coming off the left.
You have Mikel Antonio coming off the left. Okay. Mikel Antonio coming off the left.
Yes.
So I could question you on that one a bit.
I'll
Yeah,
say
man.
why when we complete this. I'll say why when we complete the 11.
Oh, Pastor, the man are asking now.
He won't be there by the time we're done, so you might as well talk about it now.
Yes, we want to hear, because I want to hear to Pastor.
The reason I have Mikel coming off the left is that I am playing Kerai on the left side of the midfield, which is going to allow Mikel to pretty much stay high to create that pressure on the defense. And two is because I am starting the juvenile up front.
And we have two. Oh, okay, thank you, because we have two juvenile. Yeah, that's what we're going to say.
No. Listen to me. Kadamatieri starts in my 11.
Okay. All right. So let's bring Mikey. Mikey, how you look at the wing areas? All right.
Well, I see, because I haven't watched the new juvenile personally, so I can't pick him in my team. I never seen him play, so I go with Cephas, Bobby Reed, and Anthony. That is because I never seen the young man play, so I can't pick somebody I never really see play.
And I can understand that, Mikey, because in my next statement I will tell you my consideration for Cephas. I totally agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, so maybe the kid is good, but I have never seen him play. So
Mikey, it's not maybe. He is good. He is good.
Okay, well,
yeah, he is good.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I never seen him play with my two.
He's playing in the championship. He's playing in the championship, and he's one of the guys I'm leading the line. Sheffield in the championship. He's a good player, man. He's 18, Mikey. Yes. Yeah, man, and he was the one leading the line at the bottom of the table, linking up the players them. So without him, they would have been further behind. They just need 3 more points to jump out of the relegation, and not just jump out, but jump and go straight to around 15th or 14th. Oh. So I know really, I everybody up on 38 points. Yeah, act like say.
Bernard recruit him.
I don't know who recruited him, but I know that he's a solid player. He's like a Mikel Antonio type player.
I'm going to find a game right after this and watch.
Yeah, man, watch him. I can tell you, one thing we love him, play football, so you can go and watch him and see him do. Yeah, man. But if you not pick him, me alright with your statement. You know, for pick him because other season baller there. So you see, Cephas and Antonio, you go for your next 2 spot.
Yeah, and Bobby, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Jason, you did give your 2 spot, right?
I only said Bobby, but I'll finish it off. I'll have Mikel Antonio through the middle, and on the left side I'll have Jamal Lowe.
All right. So Jamal Lowe or Cephas, that is the one. Thanks, Brendan. I won't pretend either to know Kadama Thierry's game. Brendan, we have watched the man several times here, more than even I watched you guys, Lord Jesus Christ. So I've watched him a lot. So I can tell you that this is how the youth play because he gets enough game time. Yes.
Ready for this dog fight.
What is it, Jason?
No, I say a man say Bailey in the team. But when him look on the team, he must say him not dead. And then a man say, yeah man, him the next Bailey. Bailey Kadama Thierry.
Okay. All right. Signal. All right. So this is the team that we have right here. People can switch Cephas with Jamal Lowe, but the fact that we have these players on the 11, give you a rating on the 11 people. And then we look at the bench as well. And then we see if we can do something because this 11 no look like a bad team still, you know. People, we be honest to ourselves, you know. Oh, let me do some ratings. So let me start with Mikey. Mikey, how you look at the 11?
Well, like the coach of play that we have, so this look like a 7.5.
A 7.5. Sean answer give it a 8, you know. Pastor.
The lowest I would think would be 7.5, but I would go a little bit higher than what Mikey did, and I'd say 8.25.
8.25.
No, Jerry, and that is for all of the possible 11s with the interchanging of players by the members on the panel. So I didn't hear a team outlaid that would not get that grade. So any.
All right, Pastor. Mirror. Balakik said
that would be my grade.
All right. So King Expert says 8.5. Clive Garden says 7. Balakik says 8. Wayne Carnegie says 8 out of 10. Tyrone says 8. Cephas over Low is the maddest thing. All right. J-Ross says 8. Jackie Love says 8.5. Dark Beskar says 9. Charles Brahma says 8. Chevan says 6. Pronounce the man name Wright's Folk. Right, folks. All right. When Jason talk foolishness on the stream, you never tell him to pronounce whatever word you will say right. All right. Ratings going up against this USA team is a 2. That's what Brendan says. And then Jura says it's a 4. And Triple E says 7.5. And Big Trouble TV. Big Trouble says 7. All right. Jura says can't vote 50 times. Let me give you the rest of the panel. Jason, so what you say now? What you try say now?
Yeah, somebody that say in honor of the day today being Pi Day, I give this squad a 8.3142.
8.3. All right. So Martin, and then Simon Jordan. All right, Martin, how you look on it? How much you get? Honest numbers.
8.1.
8.1. All right. Simon Jordan. Let me hear your mathematics, them now.
I would go I would say a 7, but I would change Low and bring in Cephas.
Okay, yeah, Low after for Cephas, and then how much did I get after that?
I'd still give it a 7.
A 7.
JD.
Let me just add to that. I mean, we have to consider JD as much as Leon Bailey hasn't really performed for the national team to the extent that we would have liked. Him not being in this team, especially on the form that he's on, it takes away from the rating going up against this United States team. You know, we have to take that into consideration.
Okay.
Well, you know,
so Liam Bailey has take away most of the ratings from the thing. I don't believe that. I think other player will give actually more than Liam Bailey in his damn team and the coaching system. May I be honest, Tony? No,
JD, I think without Liam Bailey and Demari Gray, this team will lose 1.5 points. That is true.
No, but me, Adama Gray lose 1.25 of the points. Me very sorry, too.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, JD. It's 75-75.
75, 75?
Yeah,
And
I'm
which
sure.
Jamaica game you watch with Damar Gray and Liam Bailey?
Eh? Liam
Yeah.
Which
Bailey.
75, 75?
Yeah, man.
Nobody aside from
I'm not joining that fight.
Bailey for real. Eh?
Big Boss, there is no way on planet Earth in a Jamaica team Liam Bailey get 75 with Damar Gray. Not damn one.
Not one.
All right, JD. I'll go as far as then.
A 1.25 and Liam Bailey get 0.05.
No, me say, if we're being honest, I like probably 1 and 0.5.
No, man.
One too wicked. Yo, I one thing, you know. Yo, me sorry say I never the opposite way are going on. Liam Bailey born in England, yeah, and Damar Gray born in Jamaica, because that be the greatest damn thing, you know.
But JD, you should know me not buy.
No, me know, but we still have that little favoritism there. No, but
Liam Bailey is
look,
a very important part of this team, and so therefore, if you're going to give Damar Gray, let's say out of the 1.5, I give Damar Gray then 80.
Yo, you're ready,
Yes,
yo, believe
1.25.
people. Liam Bailey get in the future points from people. I am very sorry if you watch Damar Gray and Liam Bailey is his night and day type of player for Jamaica. I'm very sorry, and people look at him and do Aston Villa and just say as we are giving the 2 point at. No, they are not the same player. Not.
As I mentioned before, JD, the knock on Liam Bailey is that he hasn't really performed for the national team that we would have liked. However, with his form coming over to the national team, if he was supposed to perform in that sense, then it would be a great addition to the team. So not having him to see if that would happen, it takes away, as well as Damar Gray not being in the team as well.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? And
you-
I believe
But you say so Simon Jordan, controversial man, 50-50, 70-75. I don't even know any name right now. Cause you got next game soon. Listen to this now, Simon Jordan. All of them smoke him. You know, not give me a chance, you know. You know, bully me now, you know. For take all the points from the man where do are the greatest import, you know. You saw no wicked.
No, really, look at this now. Because Bailey is not. You see, US are prepared for Bailey all week, you know, from last week.
Yeah, because them know them never have Damar Gray.
Yeah, but we know Gray wasn't going to play.
Okay, but you act like say a true Liam Bailey at 2 points.
Huh? What?
Yeah, act like a true Liam Bailey was 1 point out of the 1.5. No, if Damar Gray was there, him them still don't worry about. Because of him.
No, what I was trying to say, we know that Damar Gray wasn't going to play from the last game because he got double yellow card. But them know Bailey was going to, they thought Bailey was going to play. So
Yes.
They worry about Bailey. Eh?
Yes, me agree with you, big boss. But me just say to you, say, you just me not understand how you one man is a historical figure. We come in on the team and you just make up points to give one man. And I can't hear the reason why.
All right, look at it this way. If Bailey is playing and Damar Gray is playing, US have total headache.
Okay. Yes.
Total headache. No, none of them playing. Them relaxing now. Because them say, all right, we don't have the trouble. But if you tell me who, if I had 10 men on a field and I'd have to pick between Bailey and Damar Gray, I would tell you pick Damar Gray.
Okay.
That is the
So
truth.
then-
Because he performed better for Jamaica than Bailey does. Huh?
So then how can you, when we put that metric where you just say into numbers, attribute the same to both players if you have one that you would definitely choose over the other one? That
No,
don't add up.
because I said, listen, both of them, it depends on the coach's eye. Because one coach will pick Bailey and the other one coach pick Damar Gray. Every coach have a different, although the two players may be equal, a coach going to prefer one over the other.
But Mikey, you act like we scratch reality. That's the way you act like, you know. Like no reality in existence. Two of them come at Jamaica and 0, you know. Two of them play a stretch for Jamaica and one is invincible and one is not.
Didn't I just say that Damar Gray performed better
Yes.
Jamaica than Bailey?
But you can't give the man 0.5 and get Bailey 0.70. That don't make no sense. That Bailey I get 0.30.
No, I never said that.
He said it was equal. He said it was
Equal.
Equal? That's the worst, Jason. Because I think him I give him 0.80 and then give Liam Bailey 0.770, but he might say equal. That me never believe it. It's not true. You know, it's not true. A lie. One is very much better. All right. Yes.
Settle this conversation that you have been having going back and forth.
I saw 50-50 go on. No. Pastor, I did 50-50 time, so make him close him thing and they get the conversation after. All right?
50-50 don't have what to close it. I am telling you.
Pastor can go ahead. I'm finished. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay, so 50-50, you start a war and we not hear back from you. Yeah, make 50-50 talk. Me want to hear from him, yeah?
Honestly, me know say you're not in favor of Bailey to the extent, and I'm not saying he's the most prestigious player for the national team, but the form that he was in coming into the national team, with him not being there now, it does take away a little bit from the team. It does. As well as the Mara agree, but it does really. Come on, we have to be honest.
But the thing is 50-50. I could have looked at something and said maybe it offers something to the team more. Because when you talk about luxury player, Liam Bailey is the definition of a luxury player. You understand me? And luxury player can become passengers in poorer teams. They have good skill sets, you know.
No, same no perform for the national team, but
Simon Jordan, Liam Bailey is the definition of a luxury player. You know, I'm trying to explain luxury player, but you never make me talk. So you maybe don't know what a luxury player is.
JD, for the last 3
games.
games.
Tell you this. The most important player right now, and I can agree, when you say Bailey attract players, in the past few games when Bailey attract players, yes, what Bailey do with the ball? Him give away the ball and have to just start shoot. Right now, I always said before even I know about suspension, Bailey really him need to improve. If the coach will bench, remember I said people I said bench Bailey, you know. So I don't understand, you know.
I never said that.
Yeah, but that's a lot of people did say it after the games them played. They were saying that this man not making the transition work. So me surprised Simon Jordan you're calling at the time. And he made a burn out a lot of things too.
The question I have, right, and moving forward.
No. You're not gonna call me in a luxury player now. Make me explain what is a luxury player, then they can talk. A luxury player, people. No, because I know them straight. Simon Jordan, let me talk. Simon Jordan, let me talk now because I want to explain it so people can't cave me in. Alright, luxury players are players that are significantly good at one end, but because people have to make up for them. Like, they are good at dribbling, they are good at scoring a goal, but they are outside of a position. So if he was a luxury striker type player and don't drop back on him stuff there, then someone would have to drop back for him. He's a winger player that doesn't really drop back, and he has to drop in midfield, and then someone cover the umbrella for him to pick up. He played central forward the other day. Man have to jump up and him turn into the striker, and people always have to facilitate him. So he could have worked in a Liverpool team or a Man City team. So, but if it's a let me finish. Let me go give the floor now. Me just set the team tempo now. Me have 2 more seconds. So in a Aston Villa team, if they are short at anything and nobody can cover, he's going to become a liability rather than a standout player. And that's what we saw every time Aston Villa shot. When Aston Villa was shot, he got double subbed, get limited game time. When Aston Villa shot the other day and he goes into forward, he looks one of the worst games of the season for him. So that's the definition of a luxury player. Go ahead, Simon Jordan, because a football way talk, I'm going to smoke it today.
In terms of him being good at one end, right? And well, I'm not going to good on the defensive end, but is that the requirement or the instruction of the manager?
Nope.
In terms of the instructions given to the player, both sides. To work both sides of the pitch.
Yes, to work both sides of the pitch, Simon Jordan, because that's why I made sure to put it at the start. Other coaches complained about it, but what this guy did, because Liam Bailey started to score, so it becomes a fan favorite, so you can't bench him. Remember at the start of the season, Simon Jordan, the man never play much games. The man never. Why you think him goals to ratio so close? And because he never play games. He never even play full games.
Fine, Jody, but I just don't know if I would go as far as to categorize him as a luxury player.
So luxury player is not a bad thing, you know. It's not a bad thing, you know. It's not a bad thing. It just
Well,
means that
it's not
you
a
might
bad
no. Oh,
because actually what he did,
luxury player is not a bad thing. Simon Jordan, luxury player is not a bad thing. So what I'm pretty much saying, Liam Bailey would have fit better on Liverpool or Manchester City than Aston Villa because they don't have the amount of players them for facilitate him. That's what I'm actually saying. So I'm saying he might. All right, yeah, Mbappe for France. Perfect example. Mbappe for France. Simon Jordan. Mbappe for PSG. You see him defend?
Over the years, right? When we've talked about luxury players, right?
Oh,
We've spoken about the likes of Ozil at Arsenal and the Paul Pogba's of
that's from an attacking midfielder standpoint. No, you have different luxury players. We are putting a like for like. Liam Bailey, Mbappe. You see Mbappe defending? What is them do? Them change the formation triple times in order to facilitate him, to make him stay on the attacking third, because that's what he's good at, Simon Jordan. It's a part of football in dimension, in transition. So, me never disrespect the player.
Not disrespect.
Me I give the player actual credit.
It's just that I thought that over the years when I've seen luxury players, it's players where I tend to class them as lazy to a certain extent. They have
No,
ability, you know, but and especially the defensive side of the end, they don't really make up for that. So
no man, me never say him lazy. Maybe him just cannot defend because you have people that cannot defend. But Mbappe cannot defend.
Normally, the luxury player them are the main player them for the team most of the
And that Simon don't understand.
The thing is, you have to understand Simon Jordan is from England. And from an English point of view, a luxury player is a bad thing. Remember, England is the place where them why you get stuck in.
But this is not a real Simon Jordan. This is 50-50. 77.
And it's Simon Jordan picture. Sorry.
A good guy, man. A good guy. But him ask valid points still. Yeah, man. So Simon Jordan, me not say a good question he asked, but me break it down and me hope you understand where me that come from. Me never disrespect the player. But what I was trying to show you now, I've just talked about Aston Villa, Simon Jordan. Aston Villa better than Jamaica. So now that's why Liam Bailey is struggling in a Jamaica team. Because nobody there to cover with him, and they mean a one-on-one isolation and then 2-1 take the ball from him. And then the people in the space start from him.
For cover for him, Ramsey for cover for him.
So my conversation was sometimes we don't even realize that it can be a blessing in disguise, because when you have a next man where a midfielder or a right midfielder that can put out more work and stay in an organization set, it can make the midfield more congested and you don't have more space right there. Oh, they said my mic is too loud. Sorry about that. Let me turn it down. Yeah, but that's
Jenny.
Yeah, man. I never try disrespect Liam Bailey or not. Me just try give it from a different standpoint and it might not fit, and that's why sometimes the coach them struggle with it. But because he's such of a big name for the country, it's hard to bench him. And for Aston Villa, he was scoring at that point, so it's hard to bench him. The last time the coach, do you know what the coach remarks was? The coach's remarks was he said he doesn't have any problem with it's not a hard feeling why he was benching Liam Bailey. First he said Liam Bailey never know his system because he came in late and he told him to take an extra week break. Simon Jordan. So if I'm following Aston Villa for the whole season to make sure I have the information. You understand me? So when I'm talking, man, I'm just talking from a point of me have the information and me know what me say makes sense. You know? So
make this a Bailey. I'm not get off track, you know.
No man. This is a conversation. Me just try to give the other man in the team a little credit to say we might just see a better balance in midfield. That's all I'm saying, you know.
I've seen where the term players who have been benched before.
Simon Jordan, finish your point, Simon Jordan, because of your point. And yeah. Okay, you're gonna make Pastor Bully, Simon. You're on the platform, you know.
No.
Okay, Pastor, go ahead now, Pastor. People, smash the like button, man. Are you not entertained of football we are talking about, you know? And we are passionate about football, you know? So, if you want to check it yourself and see if you don't see the same thing. What me tell you? And then you can stop hate me and stop listening to people and watch football. I tell you now, say a man I hate somebody about football. When I can't understand that, Jason. But, boy, I don't know. No, we have Juras. Juras, go ahead, Juras. Sorry about that. Pastor Juras just came in. Juras, go ahead. All right, Juras is not here. Pastor, go ahead.
No, man, I'm here. I took a while to unmute. Sorry about that. You can't hear me?
Yeah, man, where here, Juras, man? Go ahead, big boss.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, I kind of agree with, I don't know him name, if it's 50-50, me, I call him Simon.
The man have all I name there. Just, you know the man all I name them. So what I say? So what I say? Yeah, so what I say?
50-50 because...
On what point, Juras? Because you have to clear it up, you know. Yes, me now make you talk. Me just make sure you know, say you pick the point because I smoke, me I go smoke if you don't say everything. You know? Cause you fight against me.
I agree with him because to the point where he said that Leon Bailey is a miss from the squad. And no matter what we want to say, Brethren, you have to game plan for Leon Bailey. When it comes to his offensive skills and him, you know, him not defend, him not come back, him not track back, when I want to say all of that. I've seen a change in him with that, playing for Aston Villa. He's still not good at it. I'm going to be clear on that part, but he does track back, right? And he's getting better at it. But in terms of game planning for him and what he provides on the offensive side, you cannot sit here and say he's not going to be a miss. He is going to be a miss, and he's going to be a big miss, in my opinion. We all have our opinion. We all share our different opinions. But I'm sure Greg Berhalter is there. When him see this lineup, he might lick him chops and say, and I clap for Giant and say, okay, one less headache for deal with him. Already not going to deal with Gray. Him already not going to deal with Nicholson. And I know he's not going to be dealing with Bailey. You understand what I'm saying? So that is my view. And he's not going to deal with Pinnock. On top of it, our best player, in my opinion, and we share the same views in terms of Pinnock being our best player under. So to say that Leon is not going to be a big abyss, Leon is going to be a big miss, bro. So that's all I'm going to say.
So, no, Juras. So, and 50-50, you got the feeling that I said he's not going to be a miss, like I'm disrespecting him, like he's not a human being, like he doesn't offer anything, because I never said that, you know. I was just explaining.
No, it's not about disrespect. Obviously, you know, you're a big man. You never disrespect me anyway. I just feel like
I'm just trying
like maybe
what's that?
To an extent that's much of a miss.
Okay, but what I was trying to explain is I was just saying that maybe what we are talking about, that's why I use it. That's why I use one take, you know, to make sure I can clear the point, you know, because I was not talking he can be a threat. He can be the same threat as Aston Villa. But the question to ask then, does Jamaica require his threat Juras rather than a more midfield oriented team that try to win back the ball or try to keep off the attack? Which one you would rather? That is the question.
Let's not speculate. Let's deal with what we have. Let's deal with what we know, right? We don't have no midfield. We've brought in players and stuff like that. We don't have no midfield. Let's talk about what we have. Him not being there right now, of course. To answer your question, of course. With him not being there, of course, because people are not going to go and view us based off what they think we might have. Greg Berhalter is watching game tape based off what we have presented so far. Playing other teams. So of course, I agree.
Okay. So you're saying that all right, then fair enough. Me just ask you a question, big man. I ask you a question. Me can't talk to you. Mr. Juras, me can't talk to you. All right, so Juras, you just came on. Give me what you think about the overall squad, because you never get any chance to talk. So
you know, please, Bridget. You see that?
So big, yes. So aggressive today. Me didn't even say nothing. Me just ask. All right.
And I'm really big on leadership. And the reason why I'm upset, and people may say, "Oh, it's just a game or whatever," but Bridget, we are thus far in a competition. We're in a semi-final round in a competition, right? The man them not think before them do certain things. As I probably should not comment on this or say what I'm about to say. So let me not say what I'm about to say, but him not being here, and if what I'm hearing or what we're hearing, if it's for disciplinary reasons, that's massive for me, bro. Because Leon Bailey is not a child. Leon Bailey is a grown-up virgin. So if it's for disciplinary reasons, for me, as a leader on the team, because we can't all sit here and say Leon Bailey is one of the leaders from the team. Why is Damari Gray here? Leon Bailey is one of the biggest factors why Damari Gray is here. We can say our top offensive threat, Damari Gray, in terms of putting the ball in at the back of the net and creating opportunities. So he's a big part of this team, bro. And him not being here, it just upset me on a whole. So I'm not pleased with the team.
Okay.
And as I said, if what I'm hearing, and I know I'm venting, let me vent a little.
Yes, man. Say we want to say.
I know him not being here, that's a big thing for me, man. And I was expecting Omari, because when we hear Leon Bailey suspension assumptions and all of them something there, because it was yesterday, nothing came out, so we are all assuming, right?
It just come out now, yeah. Just come out. The press conference. So I'm gonna go watch it when we're done.
Yeah, so when that me I expect, all right, this is a great time for Omari coming. I mean, you're not even talk about that, but you say we don't talk.
Yeah, man, we never talk about it because we are waiting for hear what him have to say. So poem say, me never call Omari and me never call Leon Bailey. So all the speculation gone out the door say that them never call him for or whatever. Because remember, you know, media reports say Leon Bailey that carry a niggle, you know, in the Ajax match, you know, that the coach said at the start, you know. So me did say that, you know. So who to tell if I never injured or them feel that him no want risk it, and because the timing was so close. So me no know. So me just say, all right, then me just wait. You get me, Juras? So that's how I say me just talk on this, and because me hear things and out of Aston Villa's mouth, so me never want to beat the coach, and true me know if him explain what the problem if Leon Bailey go out a bag of foolishness, me I go come here and beat him 50-50 and Juras. But if him not go out in the bag of foolishness, remember Simon Jordan, Juras, remember a month ago, me and one of the person probably in the JFF have a conversation. I bring it back to you know, and ask you know, and the whole only tell me say a principle, you know, even you in a Juras, even you know. You tell me yes, but you never know the full story when me ask you. And you say, yo, boy, a principle, you know.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with him being principle.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
so
not
people.
disagreeing at all. I am saying I am putting this on him if it's for disciplinary reasons, not the coach. I don't know if you get that part there.
Okay. I never get that part there.
Video that Halgrim saying was suspended for disciplinary reasons. I don't know if you see it as yet.
Who put that?
It's fine now.
Algrim said that? You have a video that say that?
It on Ryan's story on Instagram.
Me would just go anywhere else and research that Simon Jordan. Anybody else? All right? Yes. Me would just come like get clarified. Yes. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I hope he's injured and not a discipline reason, because him is one of in the 5 most senior players in the team presently. Shamar, Leon, Blake, Lowe, who we missing? Shamar, Leon, Blake, Lowe. Yeah, that's it, right? Them are the most senior players in the team. And Burke. Well, Burke does come back in the squad.
Bobby Reed.
Him is a leader. And Bobby Reed. So him is a leader. When you're a senior player, all them other young players were coming in, look up to you to lead them. So if it's discipline reason, then it's not a good look. That's all I've said. But I don't know. It could be injury, like JD said. I hope it's injury. I really hope it's injury. Because him have a little needle and Aston Villa don't want to chance him.
Yes, just anytime, and I will try and make it. Because my lady is home tomorrow, so I should be able to make anyone that you're comfortable with. Just let me know
what the coach say, and if it's hopefully it's just him have a needle. You know what I mean? And when it come to like Hutchinson and them man, until them man they represent Jamaica again, don't mention them name, bro. Because
No,
everybody we are hope and pray. When the man them come and wear the shirt, we can start talk about them. I just saw me look on it. When we look on when I look on
Yeah.
everybody, I said this man a come, this man no. When him come,
Yeah.
when him land,
Well, I agree with you, Sir Mark, but me want to hear what Albin talk to
Yeah.
Mikey, sorry.
yeah.
Me and
Yes.
Sir JD, no for cut you off. Me agree
Yeah, man, go
with
ahead.
you on that. I would love to hear what if the coach commented on that, and then we'll speak on that.
I think people are gonna ask him, you know. I think that them are the two questions people are asking. But you have to talk about this press conference, you know. We have to call out this press conference, you know. We act like we know for call out this press conference, you know. Where them try to do things in secrecy and just away like them want to get other people involved, you know. Me now pick up for them, you know, brother. So me I burn out them man, you know.
JD, look at this now. This young youth who come from Sheffield, right?
Mm-hmm.
We never hear about him. We hear about him was the last week or week before last or within the last month. He was here, right?
No man, long time we talk about him.
JD,
We can't. Alright, the fan base know about him a long time. Just a while ago. That's true.
Right. So therefore, what I'm trying to say now is that he's here. We are here about Omari about 3-4 years now, and I'll know one match in play or two.
Alright, then. Which is fair, Mikey. Which is fair.
So therefore, what I tried to say to you, YouTubers, stop talking about this man.
No, you can't tell me. Me alone talk about players. So me don't know you talk. Me talk.
Well, Matt, listen. Where there's you, when the man put on the shirt and come and reach a USA or Jamaica come play a game or wherever Jamaica play, we talk about it. But apart from that, we just do what we have.
Okay, Mikey, but me talking about what the player did on a day, that doesn't really kill
No, that's what I'm talking about. When people say he's coming to play for Jamaica.
Okay, no. Okay.
When if you want to talk about him playing for him club, it's fine. But when people say, boy, if two Ray can't play, Omari, I have come in. No. The man don't want to play for Jamaica. If the man don't want to play for Jamaica, the man will be here from yesterday.
Mikey,
Yeah.
when you next time you watch a Ipswich match, make sure you have the TV on mute here. Because if Omari kick a ball, they're going to say Jamaican International, they're going to break your TV. I mean, I want that happen.
Yeah, but you see what now the man hold the team close to him. First, he want to go back a premiership, and maybe my youth they can pick him for England team. You understand what the game the man play
overstand where you say, but the same energy where I bring to people where I talk about players that don't in the team for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Have the same energy when you listen to man them talk about the players because they don't put England international. They don't put England international when him score a goal.
Yeah, me watch him
and
play.
them don't say, and what them say when him score a goal, what them say?
Jamaica international. Yes.
International.
So why you not tell them to stop say that? Why not tell them to stop say that?
So why I'm not here?
Because we don't know.
Have to pick you, Mikey.
So we want to know if but we don't hear Mikey, so where they are cuss. See people just Janotsu, they said the cleaner just posted something. So the cleaner put out information. So I'm gonna find the cleaner and Liam Bailey and the cleaner. So what I've said, which is not Liam Bailey only, that's what people reporting. So let me just pull it up. Jamaica cleaner. So Liam Bailey, Jamaica cleaner. Alright. So Liam Bailey, yes. So it's on the screen now. Alright. So accept. Liam Bailey consent. Liam Bailey missing from boys depleted Nations League squad. Alright, and they are going to go into it. Reggae Boyz head coach Ime Hallgrimsson has named the 23-man squad for the upcoming Concacaf Nations League semi-finals, with Jamaica scheduled to face host the United States of America next Thursday in Arlington, Texas. In the press conference today, at the Jamaica Football Federation JFF headquarters, Hallgrimsson named Kaim Dixon, Bailey Kadamatiri and Shaquan Davis full international selection for the Reggae Boyz. However, in form, winger Liam Bailey and forward Trevante Stewart, which I told you guys because everyone was omitting Trevante Stewart, are absent from Hallgrimsson's squad. Arguments explained the player's absence was because of internal disciplinary issues. Bailey and Stewart had broken the team's curfew and were not selected. Algrimson will also be without prolific winger Demar Gray and striker Nicholson, who are both suspended for the fixture. Alright, so that means everything that I've said about the conversation turned out to be exactly what correct, right, Jason? About both of the guys, them and everything.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
yes, so yes, so
So
both of them.
suspended too. So
Yes,
Stewart got
I
suspended too.
said that from day one, but I told him today as well.
So the fanboy them I know hatred again Butler players, cause Stuart I know Butler player.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna highlight to you guys, that means, and I've said the JFF actually was up with it from day one. They 1 month ago they agreed with this thing. You know, so the coach decide with it. So what that make, Juras, what that says then? What that says? We're gonna try and get Omari one, but we can talk about the Liam Bill one like we're on it. What that says to you then?
What that says to us, sorry.
What that says, because the JFF was pretty much agreeing with this one 3 weeks ago, you know. And we are waiting on the coach to make his decision.
Disciplinary stuff.
Yes, because that's what I told you. When I came the day, and I remember that was the conversation I was trying to reason out, and I said, boy, at the one game, so why we can't just put in the player for one game and then sub him out or just ban him forever for the next games them.
No. You see, when you commit a crime, brethren, or infraction, if you play a team sport already, we all play a team sport as youth. And if you have a player who's supposed to be one of your top players, right? And him not whole female at the bargain for, because people look up to him. Even as a schoolboy, youth, the best player on your team, everybody kind of look up to that person. So if him are going to be in discipline, why don't you think that other player is going to be in discipline too? So you have to set a standard now. If we can suspend Bailey, the standard set no. Boy, if him suspend Bailey, he can suspend me. Because me not good like Bailey. So him just set the standard right now. So everybody's supposed to fall in line now. You understand me? So it's bad for Jamaica because we don't have him available for this game. But it's also good when it comes to the future. So everybody know they must be stay in line, stay within the line.
I beg to disagree that it's bad for Jamaica.
It's bad. It's bad.
I beg to disagree that it is bad for Jamaica.
He's not on the field. It's bad because he's not on the field because of whatever took
I'm
place.
going to beg to disagree that it is bad that he's not on the field.
All right. Okay. Why? You explain why it's bad.
Yes. I am going to tell you why.
Yeah.
If we play against USA, compensating for one player, we lose by 3 or more goals.
Repeat that again.
If we play a team strategy, where every player is factored in as equal to the process,
so
we
let
stand
me stop you there.
a chance.
So what are you trying to say?
We
Bailey's not playing as a team?
chance
Wait,
of beating the USA.
No, wait. So you tell me Bailey's on the team. We're not playing as a team?
That's what you're trying to say. The team is going to be structured to facilitate Bailey. That's what I'm saying, Mikey. And
No,
I'm
but
apologizing for
Mikey,
that.
you don't see Bailey enough time to play as a team member. Bailey don't make it want to mash up a TV enough time. You are coming and say Bailey showed that trait them many times in many games. Till even fanboys them a beat him. May I tell you that?
Well, me a Bailey fan still now. When Bailey not play well, me say him not play well. But the last couple of games, he hasn't been improving, representing Jamaica, where his standard is stepping up. So it's sad for me not to see Bailey on the field come next week Thursday. That is just my opinion.
It's sad for true.
In support of that opinion of yours, I'm going to give you some gradients. If we can all agree that Bailey was not at the level that he was supposed to be at, and let's say he was at 35%, because he certainly was not at 50%, and he has improved to 50%, is that enough to beat the USA? And I would say no. And I'm not fighting that he has been incrementally improving for Jamaica. I'm not
But
fighting that. I am
my
agreeing with that.
friend,
But
if
I
you
am
have
saying
Bale is a big distraction
sufficiently.
for the US. You see what? You see, Bale, all right, if Bale is 50%, Bale is a big headache for the USA just being on the field.
All right,
That's all
so
I'm gonna say.
I can agree with you on that, Mikey. I can agree with you on that.
Okay.
But it does not make the Jamaica team stronger.
Oh, Mikey, wanna hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so I would have to agree with you guys what the Americans them think, because two of my friend, one of them are actually from ESPN, and one of them are one of my other brethren them, which is big and popular. And the first person they said,
Me see
the first person, huh?
Yeah,
me see on the platform. Me see on the platform sometimes.
Yeah,
So when
so
you hear what JD has said, no?
they're saying I'm very disappointed, JD. And what's going on? Can I call you when we're done? Because this summer, is this real? Is this a real list? You know, because we're all of the players them. So obviously they weren't following my page on the injury of Amari Bell and stuff, and they thought that maybe Ethan Pinnock could have came back. Kevin Lambert is not there for them because maybe they looked at Kevin Lambert and maybe give him some respect. Javian Brown, and then they are saying the big name was Leon Bailey not there. So clearly they see Leon Bailey as a big threat. So I got to agree with you guys. They see him, even if they know he's not defensively sound, they still have him as a big threat because Leon Bailey have in capital here. So Pastor, I'm just saying that what they're saying is I can learn to give people credit. I don't have to argue it. So all I'm saying is what I'm getting here, they are looking at it to say Liam Bailey is not there. Obviously they know that Damar Gray would not be there and my boy. So they are saying the same thing right here. Yeah, and Bowser. So yes.
Jenny, in putting context to what you just said, they said. In putting context to that, everybody is saying that, or 90% or more of the persons making that same statement is justifying it based on Bailey's present club form.
Okay, Pastor, but me never say nothing. But me still tell him I say man him right, Pastor. Me just say because the man never said him.
And all I said in putting context to that, I'm not saying they're wrong. Okay. Just let me finish.
Yeah, but Pastor, we never have to put the context.
You are wrong to say that.
all right, Pastor.
The context of it is this. For as long as Grim has been the coach, the team has factored in the liability of Bailey's deficiencies. That is one of the reasons one coach was dismissed, because he publicly articulated him when being the team around Leon Bailey, and nobody now buy that.
Okay, Pastor. Okay, but all I'm saying
has been the case with Grim. When he not say it, but to facilitate Bailey, he moves Bailey into positions to protect him and protect the team. We know that as a fact. You know, when the panelists were having the conversation about the impact of the missing players, I gave them a grade of 8.25. You know how I broke down my 1.75 that was missing? 0.8 for Demari Gray, 0.5 for Shamar Nicholson, and 0.4 for Leon Bailey. That is literally what accounted, 0.85 for Demari Gray rather. That is what accounted for my 1.75 absence. The reality of the Jamaica team is this. If we fight together, we have a better chance than if we're fighting through one particular player.
But Jamaica not play through Bailey alone, Bridget.
Whether you choose Kadamateri, Cephas, or Antonio, or Jamalo, whichever way you rotate it, all of them hold down their position and give you some kind of defensive coverage within the zones. Bailey is the only player we are fighting to keep in the team, and this is no way hitting at Bailey. He has been improving, and I have embraced the fact that he's getting better than he was.
I don't mean to cut anybody off, but like, listen, if we don't know by now, say Bailey, me not admit and say, okay, Bailey to stay the player that he is. But Bailey's a different player, brethren. how we don't say the same thing about Demarai Gray? Is it because only so let me make something clear, right? Let me try to understand something. So if Bailey was scoring, would I have an issue with him a chop back and I do them someday, right?
No,
Does
I don't
Demarai Gray
think I
chop
don't.
back?
No,
But
Juras,
there is
yes, Juras, yes. Me think say if the Bailey the score, nobody would have the problem. And that's the problem me have, and that's the problem me have too as well. Yeah. So me agree, Juras. Yeah, I think I would have kept him in the team and lauded him if he made a score like that. I agree.
Look at this way.
So no, but
Bailey,
Juras, all right, no, can
no,
yeah,
Yeah,
continue.
what I want to say. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, just real quick, Mikey, on this.
Yeah.
When you have a player that is classed as a luxury player, as I believe Bailey fits that criteria, it is a lot easier to accommodate a luxury player when you're getting the luxury that a luxury player would give you, which would be contributions, goals, and assists wise, which is why Gray's lack of a defensive effort on the pitch, we can take it easier than Bailey's, because Gray, when you look at the score sheet, had an assist, had a goal. We can't say the same for Bailey, so that's why it makes it more difficult to accommodate him in the team.
And Gray still does offer more defensively than Leon.
But not so
To be
much
fair.
still. Not so much
No,
still,
Not so much.
Pastor.
No.
Not so much.
I'm not
No,
saying
not so
that
much
is
different.
not so much. Agreed.
Pastor, I think it's too hard for Bailey, you know. I think it's too
No,
hard.
no, Mikey, listen to me. With great privileges come greater responsibility. And everybody that has been exposed to management at every level subscribe to that. Bailey is wearing the price tag. He has to give me the productive output. If Bailey is doing the one thing that we are affording him the privilege to do, you have to live with it. But when he doesn't, his head goes on the chopping block.
And that's a football go, Pastor. Around the world.
Yes.
I don't know
I
why
said,
Jamaica
"What
think
the
it
world,
different.
So I'm not making no leeway, I'm not spreading no bed for no man. You
Yeah.
do what you're paid for.
Well, Pastor, the way I look at it, right? If you look at the last two games that Bailey played for Jamaica, that's the two Canadian games, right? Yes, him hit the post 3 times and him kick the ball to the goalie 1 time and then kick the ball wide 1 time.
I don't believe it. And if you go that say no, because it's even never got Canada, a Bailey head would have dip on YouTube. Don't go this, I tell you.
So
If we never qualify, because
yeah.
the big 5 chances was the biggest topic before we qualify.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you is that the man is getting close. I just think when explode maybe in the Copa America. The man will explode in the Copa America. That's just my feeling. You might get close.
Until then, Mikey. And until then, he's deserving of all the criticism that he's getting because it is true.
No,
I agree with you totally that he has gotten
better. Mikey, but there I have to agree with Pastor. I think people have their rights to criticize him because the level of player he is. And until he changed that, because remember, Mikey, Aston Villa, Juras, are the same thing happened at Aston Villa, you know. If the man did have 5 more bad games, you know. Pastor, make me talk, no man. You just true, we are give credit, you know. That's the people I think you hate Bailey, you know, because you can't even make me speak. Because people see me speak from a normal average, just normal. At Aston Villa at the start. Abangalore came out and said that them things if him can't produce at the rest of the season, him get even injured. Even if I was injured, them would sell him. Them wouldn't re-up him and when him actually hit the farm. So want me to ask you, Juras, so why him get a different respect in a Jamaica team when him already had do more for Aston Villa when them actually want him out? Please answer that question then.
I can't talk no bridge, man. I pick up my kids. Man.
Okay. I
can't answer that question either.
Okay, all right. So nobody can answer. All right. Because I think it's a fair question to ask, you know. Because he did well, he did okay on the numbers sheet, Simon Jordan. So why they wanted him out?
Simon
Jordan.
Pastor
Simon,
Mikey said he hit the post twice he made some cross that one of them was not finished, which was a good cross. I think his best cross against Canada was not finished. Yet, all of those goes on his stat sheet, Mikey. So that improve his image in the
Yeah.
eyes of us who are watching. But is that enough? And I'm going to say no and demand of you, Mikey, to accept that as being fair. Because it is so. It is not enough.
Listen,
If you are going to be, Mikey,
yes.
You know
let me
what?
use
Me
this
not really
example.
want to continue this more, you know, man. Me I tell you the honest truth, man, because it's not gonna win.
What you know, JD?
Let's
What?
change the subject from Leon Bailey.
Yeah, man. Let me kill that because I
Yeah,
realize that
go far now.
we can't hold a
I
reason,
agree.
a civil reason on this
But
because when I'm giving him
everybody have
credit,
opinion.
yeah,
Everybody
but
will have their
sometimes,
own opinion.
yeah, but what me no respect, Mikey, is when we have the facts, we act
Yeah.
like we want to go around the fact and don't acknowledge it. That's the only thing me can manage with you, Mikey. It's like you still have the sensationalism, like I mean, you know, because me give him credit,
No,
you know.
JD. Listen, when let me just say this last thing from Bailey. When Bailey just started playing for Jamaica, whenever it was 2-3 years ago, right? A lot of pressure come upon him because of his stature, where him having over Europe, right? And I think he must overdoing it. That is my opinion. Now that we get Damari Gray, somebody take the pressure off of him. We see the way him game elevating for Jamaica. So now that Damari Gray perform and take the pressure off of him for him to try think him is the magic man. Him don't have to be that anymore, he can just be himself. So that's why I just said I feel in the Copa America he's going to explode. Because
Mikey,
yeah,
you know, it's funny that you said that, you know, because you were telling us just now,
yeah.
we're not for talk about no baller, we're eligible for play till them come. And you just talk about Bailey game getting better because one of the man them where we used to talk about before him come and play.
But the man is here.
Huh?
The man is here, that's why I talk about him. He must talk about him.
No, but my point is you should be encouraging talking about the players because it improve one of the players them where we did want to improve. You just said that out of your own amount.
Yeah, that is true. Yes, but that is true. Yes.
So
Could I ask a question? Could I
you
ask
see
a
the
question?
contradiction in your sentiments now. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. So if we get Omar Hutchison, who am going to improve?
Then,
Oh my
him not
God.
play wide forward. Him not play wide forward.
He must improve Bailey.
Him not play wide forward just like Bailey.
Okay, all right. So put pressure upon a man. All right, I understand, all right.
No,
All right.
but with Jamaica caps, pressure will come. It's a part of the game.
Yes. Everybody have them time.
All right, Simon, you already saying something?
Yeah,
And
I wanted to ask
yeah,
a
go
question.
ahead.
If we look at a comparison between Demar Gray and Leon Bailey started playing in 2019 for the team. Would anyone say that Demar Gray, right, had more pressure coming into the national team than what Leon Bailey ever had for this team?
Yes.
No, Bailey had more.
Yes.
Bailey had more.
No,
Bailey had
yes, because he came in from day one and he was at a prime age, and what he had achieved in life as already, they expected him to deliver instant because of the quality the level that he's at now. Bailey came in at a younger age, so they expected him to grow in the team. So 100% yes. Simon
Really,
Jordan.
what are you saying? You're saying that Demar Gray had more pressure or Leon Bailey had
Of
more
course,
pressure?
because if a man at him
more
prime
pressure?
now,
No,
and
Who had
What is
more
it?
pressure? Name the person. Who had more pressure, Bailey or Gray?
Gray, of course, because Gray joined at his prime. When people expect more from you at your prime, Liam Bailey was younger. When they expected him to grow and grow a group of players, that is the difference. Of course, yes.
So what you're saying then, because Liam Bailey came younger, you should give him more time that would have given Gray.
Yes.
If Bailey came at this age, let's say Bailey started this week. Bailey would have more, would be at the same level as Gray.
As Gray, yes, yeah, of course, because that means he would have been a better developed footballer. So look, Kadamatieri in the team. If Kadamatieri and Antonio comes at the same time, Kadamatieri is 18, you know. Antonio is 30. Who you expect who you gonna give more time? Simon Jordan. Who are gonna be under more pressure for deliver now? No, the man will have more experience because him older. So you expect him to be more in his prime. So you expect him to deliver. And Kadamateri will have 3, 4, or 5 games to even start under pressure.
That question where 50-50 are asking, it's coming from a standpoint of pressure from the fan base. I don't believe that Jamaican fans were putting Damari under pressure. The majority of them. Because if you remember, when Damari was coming in, and the narrative was, boy, on this program, many times we had the conversation, who you think is the better player? Damari Gray or Leon Bailey? And people were acting like that question is such a crazy question to ask.
Okay.
Until the performances start to come in now, and people start to realize, maybe we can throw 2 balls up on the poster. It don't have to be 1 poster boy again. Right? So I think the pressure, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, 50-50, but are you speaking from a standpoint of the pressure of the fan base? Because I think Leon Bailey is a more beloved player by the fans of Jamaica, and that's why maybe he feels more pressure. I don't agree that it is warranted, and I agree, JD, your take makes more
Jamaican
sense.
born too, and he's homegrown.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it was from that point of view, especially because if I look at 2 in comparison, right? I'm thinking to myself, I think Mikey had mentioned pressure, right? And I'm saying, in my eyes, when Damari Gray was coming to the national team, seeing that he was playing at such a high level for so long, right? Leicester City, Everton, and he had a good potential within him at the time, right? I was saying maybe Damari Gray has a bit more pressure coming into the team, knowing what we know of how he used to perform in England. Yes, he wasn't like world class or anything like that, but we can't deny the fact that the man never. We can't deny the fact that he couldn't play a ball. You know them way there. But I do think the Jamaican fans had a lot more pressure to Leon Bailey compared to Damari Gray to a certain extent.
Okay, so Simon Jordan, you remember the day when time Damari Gray signed for Jamaica? Everybody under the man poster said finally get a new poster boy. Say before the man signed, me there tell him say, me think him gonna do better than Leon Bailey at Jamaica. And people tell me say me an idiot.
JD,
Go back to my video them.
Fans, JD, is one thing when you want a man play for your country, when you're born there, where you go on them Instagram comments and say, yo, them are come play for Jamaica, because you want the ball to come play for the country. You get me? I say, but when you're Jamaican born now and you travel the route that Leon Bailey did, and then you go Leverkusen, Aston Villa, I feel like the pressure is even a bit more compared to Damari Gray.
Okay,
But
yeah,
I Leicester City, Leverkusen.
Damari Gray started football being a Premier League champion.
Yeah, with Leicester.
So I don't even know what to say anymore. What is it?
Was he a champion that season? I don't remember.
Please go check it. Please go check it. Jordan. Please go check it. Please. Take your time and check it.
Yes, champion.
No, but the man play games. He never does a sub on for 5 minutes. He play games and contributed. He contributed to the style. Yes,
JD,
so
JD and the chat, me can tell you this. I say when Damari Gray I come straight expectation high like the heavens, just like if Greenwood come. So me don't know whose fans that.
I'm surprised. I'm telling you, I'm surprised. Maybe Jordan is right. Maybe Jordan, Martin. Maybe Jordan is right. Jamaican people, inside Jamaica, they think different because on Twitter, every American.
Yes, JD. It was the Jamaican fan base.
Remember, the man was a prime England person, you know.
A few men on the chat, JD.
Oh my God,
men on the chat. If you remember. That there was a large faction who spent whole heap of time on YouTube where I say them not even want Gray not even need to come because all Gray come for was to would call controversy with Bailey.
JD?
Well,
because that was Bailey, so to speak.
Well, me never talk about that. Me not try to avoid the controversy. All I was saying is, worldwide never see it the same as nobody at Jamaica, Simon Jordan, because it was a big deal when he must switch from England. Be a big deal. Me not remember if you actually just zoom in when him actually signed. No, man, it was a big deal, man. Me think we don't actually know the quality of players that may come to a country, you know, man.
JD.
Yeah, go ahead, Cranky.
JD, Damari Gray is definitely a quality player. I remember one time he scored against my side I think with the win still, but it's a piece of racket. I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Him tumble one in Aston Man City net too as well too. So him score against everybody.
Yeah.
we have Arteta in the building, you know.
He mash up Arteta one day too.
Arteta, how you doing, man? Just tell who I go on. Wait, you take the floor. You know what the video is all about. Make we hear what you say. We are gonna give the floor, and then everybody chime in after.
The media topic you're talking about.
Yes.
There is no comparison between the pressure on Bailey and the pressure on Gray. Bailey has much more pressure than Gray. When you're a locally developed talent and you have done really well, the expectations are significant for you. The problem for Bailey, he has not lived up to those expectations, and that's why it's a struggle. I heard someone mentioning that he hit the post 3 times against Canada, so that shows progress. I would take the opposite views. Those goals all should have been scored easily. And as I said at the time when I commented on the game, my grandmother could score those goals. Now, it sounds a little bit harsh saying that, but if you go back and look at those goals, most of them were not difficult chances. The one at the left post, the one at the back post on the corner, they weren't difficult chances. And maybe he was more confident playing for Jamaica. As he's now for Aston Villa, he may have put away those chances. I think we need to take a step back, though. I hear people in the chat being very upset about the decision. And I understand the decision. Frankly, I'm a little bit perturbed and concerned because I spent a lot of money going to the game and realized that, boy, the team has been weakened significantly. So am I going to enjoy myself the 5 days I'm spending in Texas? I have no idea, but I'm going to go to support the team. But we should not question the coach because, as I said last night on Management Program, all coaches I know will do almost anything to win. So that's your resume, that's your legacy, that's how you're judged based on performance. For a coach to decide to bench one of his better players, it cannot be the first time that these incidents have occurred. Cannot be the first time. You always get a blight for the first time. And in life, no matter what discipline you're in, no matter what environment you're in, no matter what industry you're in, people with special talent get special privileges. But there are limits to those privileges. And if you exhaust them for the people in charge, they're going to come down and penalize you. So I am not shocked
off your head
that the coach has made this decision. Because the coach has, and guys got to remember this, and management said this last night,
Mm-hmm.
The coach initially says that these are grown-up and adults, and therefore he will not have curfew. And the Jamaica media and fans were not having it because they see players in Jamaica partying when they had game. So the coach changed the process and changed the rules, which is I'm going to implement curfew. Now, if you have requirements, you don't have to do those requirements, then you stand to feel the repercussions and whatever's going to transpire and happen because you didn't follow the rules. He didn't follow the rules, both he and Stewart. And this is what happened. And people have to stop talking about what is the JFF don't like the player and the JFF doing this. This animosity and this thing we have between certain parties has nothing to do with Algrimson. From what I've seen from him, and I've criticized Algrimson for his strategy and tactics, he's trying to do what's best for the team and for the country. We need to start spreading this narrative that he's being influenced and he's being determined. This is not John Wall, who has no history and no background to push back on the JFF. This is a coach who has a reputation, who took his team to the Euros. He has the ability and the influence and the contract, by the way. If you break the contract, you got to pay him to be able to make independent decisions. And his focus is on the World Cup qualifiers and getting to the World Cup. And he's setting an example. And you know what? We just have to live with it. Live with it and stop trying to create this narrative about this person being hated. The player didn't do something right. I would love to hear what the player has to say for himself because he put himself in this situation. Both he and Stewart. And my last thing is this. I don't understand why Stewart, if Stewart was being suspended, but he wasn't in the 60-man squad, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not sure what that means.
So you're saying that they shouldn't put Liam Bailey from day one in the 60-man squad?
But
just
maybe
like
they're trying to mitigate the attention because, from the day it came out. So maybe it was a smart thing to do, even though I don't understand it. But I understand it, but don't understand it. Meaning, it probably serves a purpose to say, you know what, we keep the noise down until later on when we have to publicize the news, because if we don't, the question would have started from way back when. But did Stewart not be the 60-man squad because of this, or he just didn't make the 60-man squad?
It was because of this.
Mean anything.
It was because of this as well, towards Cranky, from what I heard and what I told the people. It was because of this, just the same. So you have a strong point to ask why they put Bailey on it, but you have a strong answer as well. Because if he was not on the 60-man pool, when it was named so long and he was not injured and he was playing in good form, I think that was a me to take off the pressure. And remember, they had said, it's because we have to be honest to ourselves still. We can't just beat Mr. Algrimson only. This was the JFF and Algrimson decision. You get me,
Kai? Yeah, one more point, JD, because I know I took a long time talking. I said this one this. But people think I don't like Bailey. I want any player who can help the team to win to be in the squad. But let's all be honest. The performance we saw from Lowe, I have never seen that kind of performance from Bailey. And Bailey, by the way, guys, Bailey to me has more credibility in the Premier League than Gray does. Bailey's last run of form, if you listen to TalkSport and all these other media outlets, Bailey's got a lot of kudos, a lot of respect from all quarters in Europe and in the UK about his performance. Gray has never reached those heights. Gray played for Leicester when they won the championship. He went to Germany. He came back to Everton. He played well, but Gray was a scorer of great goals, not a great goal scorer, and didn't have Bailey's stats. So to me, Bailey has reached a better height than him. And it's unfortunate at this time, even though his last game wasn't great, when he's playing really well, is when he's not in the team. That's my last point.
All right. Fair enough. You brought up some good questions still. Yeah, but I would have to say still, we should not just. I agree with you, and I don't know who you heard that statement from, Cranky, as it relates to people saying the coach is getting convinced not to pick Bailey, because I thought it was always a collective decision. Rather than not just the coach. The coach had the final decision, just like Blake.
So JD, for the last, since the news came out, and if you look at different people saying different things, now some of the more public personas who are out there, you will see different people have different perspectives. Or hinting at certain things, or making certain associations as to why things are occurring the way they are. And frankly, even though I did hear Bailey's manager come out, I did hear Bailey's manager come out and say, "You respect the coach. I respect anything the coach is going to say." And if the person's manager, who we all know who that is, say these things, then you know what? You should listen to him, because he's in his players' quarters, and he's not criticizing the coach. He may be criticizing others who he has feud with. He's not criticizing the coach. So therefore, he's basically saying the coach is doing something which the coach is doing of his own volition. And it's not others are telling the coach what to do. Even though they may say, people don't want Bailey in the team. And you may have to ask yourself, because initially, guys, you got to remember this. When Bailey was starting out and doing well, he didn't go in the team initially. There was a lot of dispute about him may play for England and may do XYZ. Not to do revisionist history. But there's a lot of animosity and things occurred in the first couple of years or so until he got into the team, decided to play for the team, because he was always going to be in the team. I never heard anybody say they don't want him in the team. I've never heard that. Who would be mad enough to say that? No matter who you are in the JFF or in Jamaica football, who would be mad enough to say they want a player who shows so much potential at such an early age, not play for your national team, which doesn't have a lot of world-class potential, talent in it. That doesn't make any sense, guys. And we all want, most people I don't know anybody, even though people may say contrary to that, who doesn't want Bailey to do well. But when he doesn't do well, and you criticize him, people lose their minds. And they make all sort of excuses. The man foot hurt, the water wasn't good, the field was bad. And then we see people like Gray come in, make Concacaf team of the tournament. And you should ask yourself, well, why does he do it? Is it because the other teams concentrate on him? That could be part of it. But there are other reason, which is, I don't think the player, here's my view, and people will not like me saying this. I'm not sure the player has the same respect for his country as he does for his club team. That's my view. So if I play more loosely with my country and don't have the same level of focus and same level of how I operate, which is, is do or die for me playing. I got to play to my best. I can play more loosely. I play as well. If I don't feel it, then I'm going to be taken off the field. Like I have Diaby behind me, pushing me. I have to play my best. I'm going to be taken off. I may not play as well. That's my view, JT.
Okay, all right. Respect and thanks for that, Cranky. Guys, we have come to the end, so we want everyone to give a final statement, and then we chop it off. Obviously, we are going to all listen to all of the little snippets them here and there, and then we kind of come back with the next sort out video to really compare both of the squads them. All right, so let me start with Simon Jordan.
JD, listen, hey, a lot of people not going to like Cranky for him just saying that, but I agree, especially with the last statement in terms of the respect for the country that Leon Bailey has. And what I think as well with the whole saga before Leon Bailey played for the country, to me, in my opinion, and some things that he has said even after the game against Canada on a different platform, it almost seems to me that Leon Bailey make it seem like he's doing us a favor for playing for the national team. And by that goes by the stuff that he says as well as just his body language most of the times on the pitch. And not many people going to agree with me, but that's just my opinion how I see the situation most of the times.
All right, respect. And guys, go and subscribe to Simon Jordan. I think you need, yeah, in the future, he will maybe share his thing. Pastor, Pastor, we can't put Pastor in now. Mikey, go ahead, Mikey. Because Pastor, it's not going to work anyway.
Well, no, my thing is that I just want this team to perform well and take this. First of all, I want this team to perform well because I want it to upset the Concacaf. I want Panama or Jamaica in the finals. That is what I want, to show them that the Poles them can get them wings clip. That's all I have to say. So whatever team the coach start on Thursday, that's the best team the coach think him of. The best starting 11 him think him of for the game. That is what I have to say.
I don't want to hear no cussing from you when you see the starting 11, you know. All right, that's what I put that here.
Guys, listen, I just upset mess away.
Where's Mikey? No matter what the starting 11 is, your rating is a 10.
Even if Kadisha start, that's my rating at 10.5.
All right. And wait until the day come. You gotta hear a different story from him. Juras. Juras, big up yourself. Go ahead, Juras. Give the final statement, Big Boss. I know you're busy with your family and stuff though.
My final statement would be I don't agree with Cranky and I don't agree with 50-50 on that statement. And this is my opinion. I think from the things that I've seen and the things that he does for his community, and this may be off by football, not on the footballing topic a little bit, but the things that he does with his community, even way before he started to represent Jamaica, I can't agree with that. That is my opinion. We can say body language and so forth and various different other things, but I think he loves his country. He has just not been performing up to par. So that's my final statement.
All right. Respect, Sir Juras. Martin, go ahead, Big Boss.
Boy, JD, I just talk about the match, man. The boys, them, the best level at the Grimmy level, them just have to go out and fight. If I get a fight and if we lose, I'm proud. If we win, overexcited. So that's my word for the team right now. Based on, cause right now my head mash up for the last 2 days. me start off on good stream in the morning and then after I just chaos. So me just want to demand them for just do them thing and go fight against the big Goliath and see if we can be David. You see me? I win the day.
All right. Pastor, so me that say still. Pastor, you want to say something or you're good?
I know that was the question that I was going to get. But I am going to say on this 14th day of the 3rd month of the year that the team that we selected, the panelists, if a team like that is selected, it will play better than if Bailey was in the 11.
Lord, Pastor.
No, Mikey, you must not say anything.
Pastor, a final point. Yeah, man, just close it, Pastor. May I beg you, please? But I wish you close right there.
It will play better than if Bailey was in it. Not because Bailey is not a quality player, but because the 11 that the coach puts out there on the day will know that they are led by Captain Jamaica and they need to play all for one for all.
All right, all right, all right. So Jason should have a show later, you know. So Jason, can you post your thing in the chat, your YouTube channel, so they can get it to
Yes,
go over there? Yeah. So please subscribe
will
to
do.
Jason. Jason will be doing his night shifts covering the Reggae Boyz, you know. Yes. He says he's the new guru around town, so please check him out and support
Yeah,
him.
man,
And
good
You can
let us see if
last
he's the
night.
new guru.
Yes, sir.
Eh? What is it?
There's about
can
look
put my
good vibe the show last night, man.
Okay,
Calm
well,
down the place last
I
night.
guess he's the new guru around town, so he's trying to take my spot. So I want you guys to give him all the attention, so I can compete with him, so he can finally lose and realize he's not better than me. You understand me? I want to give him everything, so me and him can go at it to show him that I am better than him. In his soul, you know, I want him to just look at me and say, yes, JD, you're better than me. Because he competes with me with everything, people. So just please go over there and subscribe.
What is
I'm begging you.
student versus teacher?
Yes.
JD, you pick up your daughter today?
I picked up my daughter with
All
one
right,
hand. With one hand.
already.
With one hand.
Later. And when that done, my next daughter I go do my thumbnail for my show. And then when that done, yeah man, we are work people.
Yes,
But
so
yeah, no,
Tell
like
me.
anybody who want to know the time, I go definitely drop it on the channel from early on, but it's going to be in the night time, probably like 9 p.m., 8:30, them time then.
It was later than that my time last night.
But you tell me you not tell me you're angry yet, Virgin.
But Sean, how can Jason become big Concacaf guru? Sean, you bad mind me, you know. That me realizing you sell me out, you know. You gotta move out to Suriname. That's what me I tell you. You gotta go America or go to Jamaica.
Yeah, man. on the big Reggae Boyz show. I give Sean a 5 minute on Suriname, you know. So he must rate me, you know.
Oh, okay. So why are you trying to say? I don't talk about everybody? Yes, Simon Jordan. Yeah, go ahead.
You can tell the people to subscribe to my channel, please.
Of course, you can tell people to subscribe to your channel. You just need to change your name to your right name.
Just do me a favor and subscribe to 433 Person. Talk everything football related.
Okay, everything
Repeat that
football.
again?
433 Pressers. Let me write it down. 433 Presser.
Even social issues as well. Anything.
Them man don't want you no more than.
He has several hosts over there, people. He has 50-50, Simon Jordan, among others.
Okay, so Sean says Jason's doing well, JD. No bag of fighting. So you just sell me out because you think that I am fighting. When all I do is have more balls to talk on topics. You understand me?
People,
that Jason don't want to talk on.
I can assure you, people, no matter how much competition we run, we will never have a balls competition, okay?
Sorry about that, Cranky. I know you're a professional man, but me and this brother, he's always fighting with me. So Cranky, give me a final point, and I just leave. I'm gonna eat my decent dinner of the good God turkey, and some rice and peas, you know. So Cranky, give me a final point, big boss.
Is there turkey without the neck?
Pasta, Cranky, pasta is Cranky a finish. Cranky, finish the show, please. I'm begging you, Cranky.
So a couple of things. One is, I hope we can move past the current situation, which is not the most pleasant situation. I hope Leon continues to do well for Villa and come back to the team, revitalized, and with the view that he's going to be an example for the younger players. I'm pleased to see Dixon and the young 18-year-old from the UK in the team. Dixon be around professionals. He's starting out his career. He's been playing well, and long may continue. And for an 18-year-old to commit to the senior team and be able to probably play 3 games and get locked in, that means he's committed to the country. So that's a really good positive, and would only encourage others to join him who may have similar qualities or even better qualities. So, and I hope that we do well in the tournament. I can't agree that I'm optimistic. I am not overly optimistic in going to the games, because when you lose 5 players, and we struggle with the US, who almost have their full contingent, without us having 5 players, is not a good look. But as the past alluded to, if you play as a team, you don't know what can happen because the ball is round. So hopefully we do well, and hopefully this is a learning for those who have been affected by the situation, whether it's the administration, the player, his management, the coaching staff, that all eyes are on the team and they've been doing well. So let's not derail the progression that we're achieving so far and direction of travel. Let's make sure things work well going forward.
All right, well said, Sir Cranky. People, I am not gonna. We have like 2 more minutes. 25 people. We need to go over Jason to get him to 400. All right, so just jump on the link and go over there. The link is pinned right there. Right there. So just click the link and go over there and subscribe so we can get him up there. Because the faster it goes up, to 1,000, it's more people can actually see his work, and we want his work to be
and
known.
JD, when I start my channel, you can be my promoter.
Of course, man, of course. But you know me stay already. I mean, I always support you. So that's the one thing people cannot beat me on. I am the prime supporter of everybody. Because I want when the clash start, everybody have them fan base. Because I want smoke Cranky, The last time he bet me on a match, me make him lose $100 US,
JD, don't have them boxers there who push to fight somebody. And then when the fight occurred, they realize, hey, you know what? I shouldn't have done this.
All right. But Cranky, I had said the last time we did something, I won. So why I can't talk, Cranky? You know what I'm telling people them say lose the last time.
No, JD, I have no. JD, something we win in our own minds, and that's good. If you win in your mind, it's a good thing.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Certain man undefeated in their mind, but the reality says something different. But anyway, people, the one of the players on the squad playing right now, and I want to say he looked very sharp. Anybody watching the West Ham game, I know JD probably have a screen on in there, but Antonio look sharp, people. Looking good. It's a good sign.
Yeah, but he's up there now 3-0 and he hasn't scored. I need to see him hit the net.
I know, Cranky, you mark very hard.
Cranky must save the goal for US.
You mark very hard. I know you mark very hard.
He's due,
but
I'm
telling you,
I want it for West Ham.
The space he's providing for the other attackers, though, Cranky, I'm telling you, it can unlock something for the Bobby Reid.
He's playing well. He's playing fairly well. I'm watching the game. He's playing fairly well.
All right, so
I just mean in terms of how him look running, he looks fit. I'm happy. That's good.
All right, so people, thanks everyone that comes on, man. Massive respect, and we want to keep it that way. Let we have civil conversation. Then make we turn the platforms in some corner shop and a badness thing. We don't want to portray what's going on in the country on the platforms, and we want to bring something different to it. So thanks everyone for passing through, and we are out because I have to eat the turkey. You guys talk about I'm eating turkey like every day. Everything right me just lose every time on this channel. I don't even know. Right now, I don't even know who owns this channel. It's just this channel exists. And once I do turn on, fight me about something, Jason Ferran. Good God, man. This man, I am telling you, man. Jason Ferran must book you America.